Hello everyone, this is Valet Games, and today we are checking out Mario Kart World on the Nintendo Switch 2. I realize 90% of my videos have all been on this. We'll do a knockout tour. Been on this system, but go with that. I realize all my videos have been on this system, but I have about 8 different home consoles plugged into one TV, and it's a lot of cords. It's a lot of cords to deal with. Um, Anyways, if you are unaware and have been living under a rock for the past 30 years, this is Mario Kart. This is the newest one. Um, I don't really think there's too many great big changes they did this time. I mean, it's Mario Kart. It's not like they revolutionize it every game, but it feels like, with this kind of, I don't own 8, but my brother owns Mario Kart 8, so I played a ton of it throughout the years. And, um, just my, what I noticed, which Mario Kart 8, I think, was a 3DS um, game, exclusive originally. And then it turned into a Switch port. I'm not sure how that works, but how am I in second, really? Oh, he's up there. Okay. Um, but I've noticed, like, at least at the start of this Mario Kart's life cycle, like 8 has so much more stuff, just like double the maps, double the characters, double the you know, just purely from being out for as long as it has been. But that's kind of to where, like, until this one catches up, which I'm sure it will, um, gosh dang it. It'll have just as much stuff, and you know, I think it'll age pretty good. But as it stands, I just don't think there's enough implemented yet for anybody to have um really more than a good like half hour with it. It's what I found. Like, it'll be fun for we can get an hour out of it, me and my girlfriend, and then it's Mario Kart. Not a lot to say. At the end of the day, Mario Kart's kind of Mario Kart. But I've been enjoying it. I think I have most, I want to say all the carts unlocked, but I don't know if there's a couple I'm missing. I have most of the characters, I know that much. Okay, thread the needle. I'm still not very good at making my own shortcuts yet. And that's kind of the name of the game with this one, where um, because it's, not necessarily as narrow and gated in as previous ones, it's much more like the road cuts the path, like is the course, but also isn't the course. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Could have just been gibberish, but like all this stuff on the sides, you can use all this stuff to, get boost and fling yourself ahead and do all sorts of nuts stuff that I haven't really figured out how to maximize to its full potential yet. Oh boy. Um, but yeah, you get less stereotypical how you'd think of them shortcuts and more jump off this, bounce off that, glide off this. I'm not good at this game. I'm not bad either, but I'm by no means like doing technical wall jumps and stuff. And I'm also very bad with my items and stuff like that. I just use it when I want to as it comes up. I'm not the best at planning out when I should use it. Okay. Do a sabotage. Oh. I don't know what that sound is. I was gonna start singing Sabotage by Beastie Boys and then decided against it. Screw you, Donkey Kong. NPCs are all just giant douche nozzles this game. I do appreciate that. They did make the NPC computers bastards. I don't know if that probably just got me to the same spot. See what I mean? Where there's a deceptiveness to all the levels, where at first you're like, oh, this is all there is, but then there's tips and tricks to skip parts of the course and get going faster. The thing that irritates me is no matter what you do, there'll still be an NPC that comes flying up behind you as soon as you do one of those. I lost. Oh no, that's just Matt. Okay. I've got one more lap to catch the stupid Yoshi. Just, just come on! God, they're assholes. Come on. Okay, nope. Well, it goes to show you, even a computer can have their day. Or I'm just garbage at Mario Kart, one of the two. Nice try. You suck. Okay, well, if that's how it's gonna be, I'll go. Um, Dino? Use your words, Parker. What course should I pick? Let's do Dino. So, maybe I should try and be semi-entertaining today. Um, Stop talking about me, but I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. This is kind of just play video games and word vomit, and then hope that resonates with other people, and it's not just me being mentally ill on the internet for 2 hours, a day. Um, just watched the new Game of Thrones series, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Um, I'm pretty, I liked it a lot. I'm pretty excited for the rest of it to keep coming out. I don't know about people's own personal, opinions, but my thing back in the day when Game of Thrones was coming out, and I've always been a little bit more on the sensitive side, but when that show was big, big in its heyday, I was still in high school. And my problem with that is like I don't really like the graphic, like, you know, one person begging another person not to do something kind of scenes. Um, I don't think it needs to ever be on that level of realism, but you know, that's just a personal opinion. I realize art's subjective. And some people need to see that and be made uncomfortable by it. I don't know. But my whole problem with Game of Thrones when it first came out was it's just like, ugh, gross. Everything's gross. It's gross. It makes me feel gross to watch. And then House of the Dragon was a bit better, where it's like, okay, it's still got all the blood and gore, but that stuff doesn't really bother me. That was never my problem with the show. My problem with the show was just like the unnecessary, like, evil gratuity. It's gratuitous. That's what it is. It would show like it would use violence and rape and sex and all these things gratuitously versus using it narratively as part of the story. And I think that's what um, House of the Dragon started doing really well, where it kind of focused on being this like family drama, Shakespearean drama, and so it was more like, yeah, they're still killing people, but they're killing people because, they're protecting their family or this or that, and it's less just like this is just gratuitous evil. And then with A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, I think we're finally at that third step and stage where we're like, oh, George R. R. Martin can be fun and colorful. It doesn't all have to just be depressing, dark, gritty, you know. And that's I had mixed feelings towards the opening scene where he takes a shit on the Game of Thrones intro, but I liked it. That's kind of the point. That's what they're telling you. Like, hey, this is gonna be, we're not gonna, we're not afraid to kind of make light of some of this stuff and still tell human aspects, you know? I don't, I don't know. That's just something, maybe that's just a me thing, but I think if you're gonna show me something, there better be a reason behind you showing it to me, and a lot of um, problems we saw, and well, not we saw, but problems I had personally with Game of Thrones was just like you don't need to do that. Like that didn't need to be in the show. That scene didn't need to be that long. You didn't need to have him doing that. Like there's just no point other than for it to be, shock and awe value and gratuitous. And there's a lot of scenes that aren't like that, I will say. It's not all the show. It's just my own criticisms with the show and why I'm enjoying or why I enjoyed the first season, why I'm enjoying A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms a lot better. House of the Dragon kind of got lost in the sauce. Season two, where now it's just like, I don't want to watch a long, slow, plodding war drama, you know? It's not why I was watching House of the Dragon in the first place. But yeah, I've been liking that. I've been liking his new show, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Gotta wait till Sunday for the next one. They're assholes. Just drove into the wall there because I was checking how long we've been going at this. What is this? Lap 4 of 6. Okay. So wrap this race up, call it a video. Maybe I'll make, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll pick some other game to do 2 videos with. That's tried to make 4 videos a day and then upload them throughout the week. Come on. Give me something good. Little Will Schuster core for you. Tell me that you love me. If you haven't watched Glee, it's a goofy show. Um, I've never fully seen it. I've just seen bits and pieces over the years. What? I think it's official. I just hate Mario Kart. What do you mean? Like, what? No! Garbage. Skill issue, you might say. Well, that was embarrassing, but hopefully slightly entertaining somewhat. Thanks for joining me. This has been Mario Kart World, just chatting away. Checking next time. This has been Valet.